So as you enter the site on the driveway, you're greeted by a breakdown of the forms of the architecture, and there's a bridge that you see that frames the outline of a very small, charming entry that's built of stone. And the idea of that entry is that that might have been the small stone building that was originally here on the site. I'm Tyler Call. I'm the owner and design principal at Annex Architecture, and I'm the architect here at Mirror Pond. So this home is located in Jackson, Wyoming, in Three Creek Ranch. The lot is on the north end of Three Creeks and sort of faces towards the Tetons. So the core idea of this project was to design a home that maximized the use of the site and the views. And the views to the Grand are substantial. Across the east-west axis of the home, all of the major core spaces capture that view. We integrate with the site with a pond on the west side, the view to the north, and the golf course to the north. The architecture itself was broken down into smaller components to make it feel a bit more like a compound. Between those components, we utilized glass connectors and lower roof forms, again to control the proportions of what is a relatively large home. Through a glass connector, you open up into the vast great room, which is a relatively open footprint between the dining, kitchen, and great room, all centered on a massive fireplace. From the kitchen, you can travel into the family room and what we've referred to a bit as the parlor. These spaces are incredibly flexible, both of which take advantage of the view to the north and capture the Grand. From there, you can pass into another glass connector that essentially acts as a flex space to the master wing. And this was designed so that it could be a his and her office, or a nursery, or a gym. From there, you enter a relatively private and cozy master suite that is backdropped by the pond that's part of this lot. And again, every space takes advantage of the Grand view. From the main level, you can travel upstairs in a fairly open staircase that brings you to a spacious landing that, again, we've designed a lot of flexible nooks and areas in which that you can either place seating or custom cabinetry or other pieces of furniture. Upstairs has 2-bedroom suites along with a very large bunk room. The connector to the bunk room is the bridge that you saw when you came in on the driveway, and so it's this really fun, flexible space that we imagined would house a TV, some games, and comfortable furniture. The main material palette of the home consists of 3 major materials, and that's reclaimed wood, a true stone veneer that's 8 inches thick, and steel paneling for the accent connectors. And we try and keep that exterior material palette simple so that we're reinforcing the form making of the architecture and the breakdown of the proportions of the different buildings. Those same exterior materials flow to the interior through the Jada steel window package that is throughout the main level. The beams throughout the house are reclaimed hand-hewn four-sided beams. The siding comes from the exterior straight into the interior, and that is also that same reclaimed barnwood. I think this home is special in Jackson because working with these clients, they had a very particular interest in making sure that we were authentic with our material use. And so there are no thin materials, there are no veneers. Everything is reclaimed and feels like it has a history and a story. And that plays into the form making and having a bit of fun between the different components of the home. And you see that as soon as you drive in, and you see that bridge across the outer court. And I think it instantly speaks to something that's unique in the Valley.